Okay, I'm going to hike down this trail to what they call White's Creek, and for an outing, and look for Fatwood and just have some fun. Take a look and see how high the water is. Got my trusty forest woodsman axe with me, and just checking things out, so come along with me. Yeah, I'm walking along the path here, going down to the river, or it's really a creek, but we've had a major forest fire where I'm headed, but a long ways from there, but in this direction, and so they have it closed up there further, but I wanted to see how high the water is. In the winter it starts coming down pretty high into this area, and so this is where I'm headed. And just a beautiful area, and you can see down here kind of an opening right there, and we get a lot of hikers down through this trail. And my family and I used to come down here all the time, and we would fish. The fish weren't very big, but it was just really enjoyable to come down here. The water is really cold, so you don't stay in it very long. Now I'm going to take a diversion over here and check this out to my right off the path. See what it looks like down over here. Might get kind of noisy. Slick leaf there. Got a little dam right here. This is White's Creek. Looking back up the creek up there. And they've dammed this up since I've been here last, but I don't usually go this low. But wanted to check it out, and you can see where they got a separate gate for irrigation here. And then if you go over here further, they have a wheel right over there where they control the gate. Anyway, I'll turn it off for a few minutes here. I wanted to point this out. There's a noble fir right there. It grows up. Beautiful tree. Christmas tree farms grow them, and they make beautiful trees, and quite an assortment of trees right here. Right next to it is a jack pine, and then just a hair down from it, right in there, is a juniper. So 3 trees growing right together there. And this area is known for its manzanita, and has a beautiful reddish colored branch, and the mountain lions like this area too. And what they do is they find a good deer path, and they stake it out and watch for the deer coming through. So people have been warned that just to watch what you're doing in this area, so you don't have a cougar come upon you real fast. Beautiful area though. You can see the river down there further, and then the cliffs way up there if the light's not too bad. But you can see some more, there's a regular Douglas fir there, and 2 or 3 more of them, and then you'll see some pines over across the river there. But just showing you all the different beautiful trees around here that grow in this area. It's very cold today. It's around, I'd say, 35 right now, and it's only around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And way up there is where they had the fire, and so they're not letting people go up that way. Just saw this. This is a typical place to find fatwood. I'm not going to ruin it though. But in this area right here is a lot of pitch stuff, and if you see how hard that is right there, it be some good fatwood right underneath there, but it's right along the trail, and I don't want to ruin anything to show you. But nice piece, and a good telltale sign to look at. Everything's really wet around here, so I was wanting to point out some stuff. This is kind of an alder bush, and it's alive. You can see the leaves that are still on a little bit here. But I noticed some bark here. It's just like paper type thin, and it would make good tinder. You might have to right out of here, but it's kind of cool stuff. So tinder is all around if you look. Even though the ground is just wet and frozen, you can, well, like this limb is dead, so you could use it for a twig flare. So getting a bunch of this stuff, crumble it up, work it up, and it would be the secondary part of your tinder if you used it. So there is places where there's dry wood. You just have to look for it. And some limbs back up here further. Might take you up there and show you some of that if you're worried about making a fire. Let's go up the hill here just a hair. You see where the trunks are real dark is where it's really wet. But here's a limb here on this one here that is fairly damp, and you could use it, the top of it at least, for some dead stuff. It's in the ground, so it's not something that you would want to use all that much. They got a restoration of trees going here. You see one over there, and there's some up beyond there. But probably your best bet is to get the twigs that break off the pines like this for your dead branches. One way you can tell if a branch is dry enough is if it's really cold comparatively to the air temperature, then it's probably wet too. And that one's really snappy dry, and it feels dry too. So this tree is a fir. I'll back up from it here, but it's got a lot of dead branches right on the bottom, and they would be great to break off at least the ends of them to start your fire. And you just need some good fine tinder yet, either that you got along with you, or find some dry pine needles. So there's plenty of pine needles around, but they're not dry. I just was walking along the trail and saw this, and that's pure fatwood right there. And I won't take it because it's right along the trail here. I want to keep everything natural. And if you look over that way, you can see some ice where the water's flowing off the edge of the bank there. And back over here is the creek again. Beautiful looking camp spot if you were to go right over in there. Be a beautiful camp spot. Here's a cool little cave, and I think it's like a badger hole. And I'm not going to approach it any closer because there might be something in there. Pack rats come up in these cliffs, as well as badger and whatever else. Okay, battery's about ready to run out, but I wanted to show you a perfect instant shelter right here that you could get out of the weather with. And so you can always find something, it seems like, and this would be a perfect place. Even though it's kind of nippy, you'd stay out of the weather. Here's some natural tinder. The tops of this sage type plant. It's real dry, and we were worried about getting tinder. Well, no problem. This stuff's off the ground, and really dry, so it would make good tinder. Okay, I've been walking around on an outing here in the forest and kind of looking for fat wood and just having fun. And the piece right there is all rotten, but I noticed one over here in the open, and it's just mediocre that you can see. But if you get down deep, you could probably get some stuff from it. But I've been looking around, and back over here behind me, now I'm headed that way, I found a real good source, and I wanted to show you just where to look for these things once you find a stump. Got the tripod and everything set up here, but this is an old stump here, and it's been here for a long time. It's pine, and I want to show you the difference here too. Top part will be fairly decent, but as you go down the stump, closer and closer to the roots, right in there, you get pretty good stuff. But if you go way down, underneath really ground level and into the roots, you get stuff that's solid right there. So I knocked off a piece and back up a little bit here, but that's solid right there above my thumb, and so really good fat wood. And so I'll set some stuff up here and see if I can show you a little bit more. Okay, I got the camera set right there. What I thought I'd do is get down here below this area by I'm going to keep the good pieces up here by hitting right about in here, and then just breaking them off. Got this Pulaski that I just handled, so I can dig in there too with it. There we go. There, that stuff is solid, beautiful. The deeper you go on these, the better it gets, but the harder it gets to get them out too. There. Ah, beautiful. That is solid right in there. It's nice getting the thin stuff, because then you can process it easier later. Okay, I got some thin slices of really good stuff. I was going to put it up in front of the sun a little bit and let you look at it. You can see right through how beautiful it is. Here's another little piece. Hopefully I'm getting the focus right. Get it in front of the sun there. But beautiful stuff. I'll take some stills of it too. I like this one because caught the knot. If I can catch it here, probably not. But gorgeous stuff, and really nice fat wood. So what I did is, since I don't want very much, I just left it right there, and I know where it's at right here, so I can come back anytime and get more of it. And on top of the deal there, I got a few to put in a bag.